Coach, how did you feel Austin did today?
Thought he hung in there and threw the ball fine. He was behind in the count quite a bit, but he did throw some good breaking pitches and some good change ups, and guys played good behind him and competed through him in 72 pitches, 4 innings, 4 hits. Probably wasn't as sharp as he'd like to be, but again, for a guy coming off what he's coming off of and not pitching in a live game in a couple years, still very early for him. Above average stuff, and should keep getting better.
What do you take from this 2-game set to prepare you for Kansas?
Yeah, and so anytime you get to see live pitching, it should help. This time last week we were having simulated at bats, where instead of doing that, it's in an actual game, and then on top of that, you get the rhythm of the game. You get to play some defense. You get to run the bases. So baseball's a game. If you have the opportunity to play it every day, it's usually beneficial.
And any update on Kurt and his back?
I think he'll be fine.
What did it mean to you to see Cody A hit a grand slam and then B get a standing ovation from the crowd? Pretty much everybody was standing up.
Yeah, really cool for Cody. Guys are really proud of him, really happy for him. I think if you had told all of us that he was going to be, coming off the bench, pinch hitting 6 weeks ago, we'd have probably said, well, I don't know about that. So, very resilient young man, very strong. Put the weight back on that he lost, and he's been, so like I said, last week this time he was seeing simulated at-bats and simulated pitching and swung the bat as good as anybody we had.
Did you, you talked about today, obviously playing live games versus practicing. You got 7 bullpen guys work in the last 2 days. Did you kind of get what you wanted from that standpoint? Getting guys some innings? A lot of guys some innings?
I would say that there's definitely some guys that didn't get in the game, and so you probably didn't get everything you wanted, but we did get some guys some work, and there's been obviously Chase Hampton didn't get any, and so you're trying to get him healthy and ready to go, and so there's some good and some bad in there, and so what I mean by that is you never get everybody all the work you want, so we'll deal with that as we go.
Coach Cole was able to work 3 walks today and bring in 4 runs. You've spoken about how baseball is just a patient game. I guess what goes into it for him and his ability to work pitchers like that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, he must have done a good job moving on the right pitch and had some good at bats, and yeah, I mean that's something that hitters have to continually work at, and he's doing a good job at it.
You said trying to get Hampton healthy a moment ago. What do you mean?
Well, he missed the start yesterday because we've had a bunch of guys just having, like, I don't know if you call it flu type symptoms or what. It's kind of been going through for about 3 weeks now, and so it was his turn.
So you weren't so you weren't holding him back then?
No, sir. No. Yesterday morning we pretty much found out he couldn't make a start because of whatever you want to call it. Not COVID. How's that?
What do you feel like you got out of Sam Hunt in this series?
Sam got in there and played good and had some good at-bats. Caught the ball in center. Thought the ball there in the last inning needs to go straight to second base, if you know what I'm talking about. Sam's competitive. He's been waiting for his turn, and he's getting it and doing something with it.
Coach Parker hits his 7th home run of the season in that 2nd inning. I think that leads the team now. I guess, can you talk about the emergence of his power, kind of what that does to the lineup, later in the lineup?
Yeah, a lot of these hitters, they show you power, and it doesn't always show up. And seems like he's had some big swings for us and some really good at bats, and he's worked really hard at it, and it's rewarding to watch a guy that does everything right and spends as much time in the cage as Parker does, and to watch him go out and play the game and get some results from it.
Coach, good day in the bump for Andrew, but Shea coming in there, going 6 up, 6 down. What can you just say about his performance after an already good performance?
Yeah, I thought Shea was good. Shea and Trendon both threw the ball really good. Jamie came in there, threw the ball good. And, obviously Lopez will learn from his outing.